Today is Tuesday, July the 15th. The time is 6:01 p.m. Calling the meeting to order. Will you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Commissioner Tebby.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Commissioner Ackrey?
Here.
Commissioner Downing?
Here.
Commissioner Smith? Here. Commissioner Tebby?
Here.
Mayor Washington?
Here.
We have our quorum and are duly qualified to conduct business.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. May I have a motion to dispense with the reading and approve the minutes from June the 24th?
I'll make that motion. I'll second.
Motion by Commissioner Ackrey, second by Commissioner Downing. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. May I have a motion to dispense with reading and approve the minutes from July 8th?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Commissioner Tebby,
I'll second.
second by Commissioner Downing. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Have some housekeeping items. Want to add some items to the agenda. With approval, City Commission would like to add an item right before the celebratory orders announcing the new city manager. Without objection, add that, Madam Clerk, before the celebratory orders. Next item I want to add is several names. It's going to be added to form the Recreation Commission. Without objection, going to add them to the consent agenda. Without objection. And third item is an ordinance updating the budget. Without objection, that will be item under ordinances, under new business, under first reading. So with hearing that, all those items will be added to the agenda. Okay, well, I guess we can report the first item, and then I'll read.
In order naming Sharmali Reddy as the 35th city manager for the city of Covington, in approving and authorizing the mayor to execute a city manager employment agreement effective August 18th, 2025.
Good evening, Commissioners. Tonight we have an opportunity to take a decisive and exciting step forward in the leadership of our city. I am asking for a member of this commission to make a motion to appoint Sharmali Reddy as Covington's next city manager. Sharmali is no stranger to Covington. For the past several years, she has worked closely with our city in her role as Executive Director of Planning and Development Services of Kenton County, otherwise known as PDS. Under her leadership, that agency has supported 20 jurisdictions, including Covington, by providing critical services such as planning, zoning, engineering, GIS, code enforcement, and building inspections. Before her time at PDS, Sharmali served for 5 years as the city administrator for Fort Mitchell, where she was responsible for managing the city's day-to-day operations and overseeing a multi-departmental budget supporting essential municipal services. That experience gave her a strong foundation in how cities operate, strategically, financially, and administratively. She brings a regional mindset, a deep commitment to good governance, and a reputation for professionalism and integrity. She has led initiatives that focus not just on infrastructure, but on community, on people. Her background in community planning and development is exactly what we need during this period of transformation. Now let me pause for a personal reflection. When I ran for mayor, I promised to lead with transparency, accountability, and inclusivity. I've also promised that we would lift up individuals who not only qualified, but who bring a clear passion for public service. Sharma Lee is that person. She is thoughtful, collaborative, and solutions-oriented. She leads with both intellect and humility. And tonight we have the chance to make history. With your support, Sharma Lee would become the first woman and the first woman of color to serve as a permanent city manager in Covington's history. That is not just symbolic, it's substantive. It speaks volumes about who we are as a city and the future we are building together. Her leadership has already been recognized by her peers and the broader civic community. She received the ASPA Career Achievement Award, the Cincinnati Business Courier 40 Under 40 recognition, the YWCA Rising Star Award, and Legacy's Next Generation Leadership Award in the government category. But more than her accolades, it's her consistent performance and steady leadership that has set her apart. Her official day as city manager will be August 18th. I also want to take this time to thank Public Works Director Keith Bales for his steady leadership during this transition and for continuing to serve Covington with dedication and professionalism. Commissioners, this is an important moment for Covington. As we prepare for a change in our form of government in 2027, we need a city manager who can lead effectively now, someone who understands our city, our residents, and our aspirations. Sharma Lee Reddy is that leader. And so tonight, I respectfully ask that one of you make the motion to appoint Sharma Lee Reddy as the next city manager for the city of Covington. You have a motion.
I will make that motion happily.
Motion made by Vice Mayor.
I will second.
Second by Commissioner Ackrey. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Commissioner Ackrey.
Aye.
Commissioner Downing.
Aye.
Commissioner Smith.
Aye.
Commissioner Tebby.
Aye.
Mayor Washington.
Aye. With that, Sharma Lee, would you like to take the microphone?
I'm going to need a moment here. I didn't think that this was going to be a bit emotional, but I am incredibly honored and humbled to be the next city manager for Covington. This city has amazing momentum, and through the hard work of you as elected officials, the amazing staff, and this community, and this is an opportunity of a lifetime for me to be a small part of it. I have to add, though, as the mayor said, no matter the title, I am a community planner at heart. And so what that means is that I am educated, trained, and experienced in respecting the values of the community that I serve. And that is by far the most important foundation for me, to listen, to plan, and to implement. And that's what my core beliefs are. And nothing energizes me more than a community that is engaged and involved. And I think we can all agree that no one does that better in the region than Covington. So it is my honor. I want to thank you for your trust in me, and I promise to work hard, and I look forward to serving the city. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any comments? Commissioner Downing.
I'm really looking forward to working with you. I've enjoyed working with you thus far, and I think that as you were speaking, the young child that was crying is kind of indicative of what it's like to work in city government. You can plan, you can give speeches, and something is going to go wrong. And the trick here is that we have to remain poised, we have to remain calm, and we have to find a way to charge through. And I am looking forward to doing that right alongside you. Thank you.
Commissioner or Vice Mayor Smith.
I've previously had an opportunity to work with Sharmali, and I'll just echo what Commissioner Downing said, but I'll also just say we're incredibly fortunate to have her at the helm. When I first ran, one of the organizations that I wasn't necessarily a huge fan of was PDS, and I was ready to walk, and Sharmali just turned it on its head and made it just so much easier to work with, and she is always looking to make things better, always asking questions about service being better, and you just name it. So I just want to reiterate, we're very, very lucky to have her. I'm very thankful that you are making the transition, and I'm so excited to have you as a teammate. So just thank you for coming. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So, Sharmali, welcome aboard. So we'll go on with the rest of the agenda. Sharmali, you are a superstar, but I don't think these people are here for you. Nothing personal. You'll see that here in a second as they vacate after we get this portion done. All right. Will the clerk please report?
In order accepting the retirement of Chief Brian Valente, Police Department, effective August 1st, 2025.
Mr. Bales.
Come forward. Chief Valente began his career in September 1996. Most of his time as an officer before being promoted to the ranks was spent working third shift in the traffic unit as a DUI enforcement officer or as a detective on the D team. Since then, he served in every bureau of the department: patrol, criminal investigations, narcotics vice squad, and administration. Chief Valente leaves behind a legacy marked by dedication and discipline. For more than 20 years, he also served as the department's honor guard, much of that time as the officer in charge. As it pertains to life after retirement, it's my understanding that the chief will be traveling with his new boss, as well as possibly receiving golfing pointers from Chief Nader.
Thank you. Thank you. So I think the next thing is to, should we vote first or should we have hear from Valente?
I was just wondering, what happens if we say no to the...
That's right. Then, well, if you say no, then Weholter's going to be mad. That way, let's will the clerk please call the roll?
I need a first and a second.
Oh, yes.
I'll
May
be
I have
first.
a motion by Commissioner Downing?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Tebby. Let's go ahead and call the roll.
Commissioner Ackrey?
Aye.
Commissioner Downing?
Aye.
Commissioner Smith?
Aye.
Commissioner Tebby?
Aye.
Mayor Washington?
Aye. Any comments?
Thank you for your service to our community. It's been noticed, and you've been a pleasure to work with.
Thank you, Commissioner. I appreciate that.
You've been an asset to our city, our community, and certainly you've left big shoes to fill. But I think we've got the right person to fill them.
Thank you.
Vice Mayor Smith?
Chief, I just wanted to thank you sincerely and for putting up with all of my silly questions, because I know I ask a lot of them. But I'll say this to you and everyone else that serves as our first responders: thank you all, and to all of your family members, because everyone up here recognizes it's a team effort within your family. So just sincerest thanks, and you will be sorely, sorely missed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chief, well done. The microphone's yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor and City Commission. Big night for the city, right? Big night for the PD. New city manager. We have a new police chief. Considering everything that's going on tonight, I'll put my 37-page speech on hold and try to keep it short. But, you know, if you ask my wife, she's going to say that that's probably damn near impossible for me to do. So I'm going to do my best shot. On September 9th, 1996, I took the oath of office to become a police officer for the city of Covington from Mayor Denny Bowman. Even after swearing that I had never been in a duel or never acted as a second, I've ever taken the oath, you know what that means. I never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined the journey that would transpire. It's been an honor and a privilege to have served the city for the past 29 years. The decision has not come lightly, but my journey in this honorable profession is coming to an end. You know what they say, if you look around the room and you can't figure out who the dinosaurs are, it's probably you. And considering I got hired in September of 1996 and the next senior officer was hired in 2002, well, it's time. Reflecting on my time with the city has elicited a wide range of emotions which are very difficult to put into words. Covington isn't only my employer or where I work, it's become a home, a second family that can never be replaced. I'm grateful to serve this great city and work alongside some of the finest people that I will ever know. I am thankful for the opportunities presented to me and would like to thank former City Manager Ken Smith, Mayors Meyer and Washington for trusting me to lead the department for the last few years. In this room, you know, we've got a lot of officers, but there are two in particular that I want to thank. They are both former chiefs of police. I worked as an assistant chief under Chief Rob Nader. He showed me the way. I mean, that was, you know, I appreciate every bit and every moment that we had together. And Chief Spike Jones, now the chief of police out in Kent County, is also standing in the back of the room. And, you know, there's a lot of people at Dixie Chili that will say, we have had plenty of conversations, and he has helped mentor me through thick and thin. So I appreciate everything that both of them have done for me. I'd like to, you know, foremost thank my family for putting up with all the missed kids' sporting events and dinners and birthdays and holidays. You know, you name it, I probably missed it. I specifically want to mention my wife, Christine. She's had to deal with everything from laughs and tears to 3 a.m. phone calls, me running out of the house all hours of the day and night. Thank you for putting up with me, and I love you. I do have one rather large group left to thank. During my time here, I've worked with 346 different police officers and 92 civilians. Yes, believe it or not, I actually counted. Each of us has a similar yet different story of our time here in Covington. Mine is kind of like a roller coaster. I've experienced both highs and lows as attitudes towards policing have changed over the years. While there have been some improvements, society as a whole has a long way to go. I've been punched in the face, spit on, shot at, and called every name in the book, but I feel like it pales in comparison to the ridicule and Monday morning quarterbacking today's officers have to deal with. However, knowing that they will have to contend with such challenges, every day these heroes, and they are heroes, put on their ballistic vests and their gun belt, they pin their badge to their chest, and they go out there to face the day not knowing what lies ahead, literally from second to second. They say you're only as good as the team you surround yourself with, and I want to thank each and every one of my team, because without them, I wouldn't have been able to attain the personal successes that I've achieved. Without them, the city would not have been able to achieve the incredible transformation we've seen over the last several years. Luckily, even though a society has a lot of work to do to be better, the city supports our officers. As a parting request, I'm asking city leaders and community alike, please continue to support them. Don't just blindly listen to the noise created by the media or those with the JD or Esquire in their signature line. Sorry, Frank. These men and women go out and bust their ass every day for us to keep us safe and keep the community safe and make the city a better place. It's a tough job that most people don't want to do. They should be appreciated and applauded. I do ask everybody, the next time you see an officer out on the street, extend a hand and say thank you. It'll be much appreciated. As we've seen tonight, the city of Covington has a bright future. I wish all the best for the city, its citizens, and the Covington Police Department. Keep moving forward and always be unapologetically Covington. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Appreciate your remarks. Will the clerk please report?
In order appointing Justin Wheatholder to the position of Chief of Covington Police Department effective August 1st, 2025.
Chief Valente.
Sorry. Mine was in an 18 font. These are not. Tonight we're here requesting the appointment of Justin Weedholder to the position of Chief of Police of the Covington Police Department. Lieutenant Colonel Weedholder has been a member of the Covington Police since 2005. He was promoted to his current rank in August of 2021. During his current responsibilities are as of the Assistant Chief of Operations, which includes overseeing the department's patrol, criminal investigations, strategic services, and as well as the SWAT team. Lieutenant Colonel Weedholder has obtained an associate's and bachelor's degree in criminal justice from NKU, where he also earned a master's degree in executive leadership and organizational change, right along with me. Lieutenant Colonel Weedholder is a graduate of the FBI National Academy. He is also a certified law enforcement supervisor, manager, executive, and about 7 other ones that I'm sure aren't listed here. He has been on bike patrol, SWAT team, been a field training officer, SWAT team leader. It just keeps going on and on. The long and the short of it is, several years ago when I was interviewed for this job, Mayor, you asked me, what do you think about Justin Weedholder? And I said, well, Justin's going to be a chief someday. Hopefully not today, but someday. And, someday is now today. So I'd like to congratulate Justin Weedholder.
One second, Justin. Will the clerk please call the roll? Oh, may I have a motion to appoint Justin Weedholder to the position of Chief of Police?
I'll make that motion.
Commissioner Tebby,
I'll second.
Vice Mayor Smith. Call the roll, please.
Commissioner Eckery,
Aye.
Commissioner Downing,
Aye.
Commissioner Smith,
Aye.
Commissioner Tebby,
Aye.
Mayor Washington.
Aye. You are the police chief.
First, I'd like to thank city leadership, mayor, commission for having the confidence and trust in me to lead the police department. Next, I'd like to congratulate Chief Delaney on his retirement and also thank him for his leadership of the department over the past few years. Next, I'd like to thank coworkers, mentors, and the rest of the department for their support. And as Chief Valenti already did, recognize former Chief Nader, former Chief Spike Jones, and also other retirees, Captain Chris Ernst in the back. The support here tonight is tremendous, so I appreciate everybody for being here. The next thing I'd like to do is just acknowledge my family for their sacrifices and continued encouragement. The Commissioner mentioned it, but we talk a lot about when we hire a new officer and swear them in, that this is a very tough job, but a very rewarding job. And we talk about the importance of support in this career. And this is what we see tonight with all the family members and friends and coworkers. So we're all thankful for you being here. My family has lived and worked in Covington for generations. I started my first job here at 14 years old at the corner of 5th and Madison. Then I became a police cadet here at the age of 19. So I take great pride in serving the community where I was raised. I truly believe Covington PD is the best police department around, and it's thanks to the dedication of its officers, our civilian staff, and the leadership team. So with that, I just look forward to leading the department in a way that matches the city's momentum and growth that I've seen over my time here, and I'm excited about what lies ahead for the department. So thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Comments for the chief? Any comments?
If I comment on everybody, we'll be here for a very long time.
Chief, without a doubt, the chiefs before you have brought you up well. You know, you were a cadet. Are you the first cadet to become police chief for the city of Covington?
I believe so.
Yes, so Justin started as a cadet, and now he's our police chief. It's a tremendous responsibility. It's one that everybody knows that a chief is not always well liked, but it's much needed that he is well respected. And your interview showed that you are well respected by the ranks. We, the civilian body that runs the city, we put a lot of faith in you. You're going to be making some tough decisions. You're in charge of watching over us at night. So we wish you well for the benefit of our city. So congratulations.
Thank you. And I'd be remiss, I apologize, I forgot during, but I did want to introduce my wife, Ashley, my 3 boys, Reed, Jace, Spencer. I have my dad, who retired from Covington Police Department, my stepmom, my stepbrother, and his wife. I got my wife's parents, grandmother, and everybody here to support. But truly, when I talked about the support net, that's what I mean. And my wife, Ashley's we've been together since before I started as a cadet, so she's been through the entire ride from 19 years old till now. So she's been there to pick up all the pieces and take care of everything and all the times that I've missed, like the chief talked about. So I can't thank you guys enough. Love you.
Congratulations. So why don't we go through it and then you present, or what do you want to do? You want to present now? Yeah, let's go through this, and then we'll have an actual presentation. We'll break in presentation. They can take photographs and things like that. Sound good? Sound good. Okay. Would the clerk please report?
In order appointing Joshua Bornhorn to the position of Assistant Chief of the Covington Police Department effective August 1st, 2025.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Downing, second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Ackery. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Ackery?
Aye.
Commissioner Downing?
Aye.
Commissioner Smith?
Aye.
Commissioner Tebby?
Aye.
Aye.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mayor, we had passing vote. Yeah, Mayor Washington.
That's okay. Go ahead, Chief.
Captain Joshua Bornhorn's been a member of the Covington Police Department since 2007. He's currently acting as the Patrol Bureau Commander and is responsible for overseeing daily operations of the Patrol Bureau and specialized units, including crisis response, tactical operations, intelligence-led policing, and intelligence-led policing initiatives. Captain Bornhorn has earned a Bachelor's of Art in Organizational Leadership with a minor in Public Service and an MPA from NKU. He is a graduate and a Dean Scholar of the Southern Police Institute's 147th Administrative Officers course. He is a Kentucky Law Enforcement Council certified tactical officer, training officer, and a whole litany of other things. He is a decorated Army combat veteran and a Purple Heart recipient. Captain Bornhorn has been recognized for his leadership under pressure in both military service and as law enforcement, and he lives in Independence, Kentucky, and is looking forward to serving the citizens of Covington at his next role.
Thank you. Thank you. Would you like to speak, sir?
Connected. Well, I had a speech in my head that I wanted to talk, and then when my granddaughter walked in, I lost my whole train of thought. So I'm just going to kind of wing it. Mayor, commissioners, thank you so much for this vote of confidence. I will not let you down. I did not apply for this job lightly. I understand the great responsibility that you have entrusted in me, and I will work every day to make sure that I do what I need to do to make sure that our guys are protecting citizens of Covington. First, I got to start off by thanking my mom, Sharon Bornhorn. She's been dealing with me forever. She's dealt with me when I joined the Army, and she's had the ups and downs of that career, and then now with this career. And after that, the next one I want to thank is my wife, Stephanie. She's been my rock. Without her, I couldn't do any of this. She's the one that's kept the house going, kept the kids from killing each other and from failing out of school and everything else. My son, Benjamin, Alexis, Aubrey, Bradley. You guys have always made it hard for me, but I appreciate that. So whatever I can handle it, if I can handle them at home, I can handle it at work. So again, just like Colonel Weedholder, I'm a Covington guy. I've been in this city. I went to school in Latonia, and after the Army, I chose to come back here and continue to serve my community, and I will continue to serve it until you guys ask me to stop doing that. So thank you very much. I appreciate your vote of confidence.
Congratulations. Will the clerk please report?
In order promoting Lieutenant Jason Mackerlane to captain in the police department effective August 1st, 2025.
With my retirement, we've caused a litany of promotions. The first one was Lieutenant Colonel Bornhorn, and now we have Captain McErlane. He is the highest on the list for the rank of captain. Lieutenant McErlane joined the police department in May 2007. He's currently assigned as lieutenant in the Criminal Investigations Bureau. He's obtained his bachelor's degree in criminal justice from the University of Cincinnati and is a graduate of DOCJT's Academy of Police Supervision and Criminal Justice Executive Development courses. He's also served as patrol lieutenant, sergeant, and bike unit FTO sergeant.
Okay. May I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Motion, Commissioner Downing, second.
Second.
Commissioner Ackery. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Go ahead, Captain.
Hi, thank you. I would like to thank my family back there in the corner, my wife Jennifer, my two daughters, Emily and Eleanor, for their support and encouragement throughout my career. I'd like to thank my coworkers. I'd like to thank Chief Felini. He was my supervisor for a long time, so he helped me out when I was a detective. Just all the guys, they're a great group. I'd like to thank the commissioners and the mayor for the continual support of our department. It means a lot. And without you guys, our jobs would be a lot more difficult. So thank you guys for that and for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Will the clerk please report?
An order promoting Sergeant Rachel White to lieutenant in the police department effective August 1st, 2025.
May I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Commissioner Smith, may I have a second?
I'll second.
Commissioner Tebby. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Chief.
The next promotion we have is Sergeant Rachel White to the rank of lieutenant. Sergeant White joined the Covington Police Department in January of 2018 after previously serving in both Ashland and the Kenton County Police Departments. She's currently assigned as our community liaison and intelligence unit sergeant. She's obtained a bachelor's degree in university studies from Morehead State University and is pursuing her master's degree in public administration from Northern Kentucky University. She's a graduate of the Department of Criminal Justice Training's Academy of Police Supervision. She has also served as a community liaison officer and a patrol sergeant, and I believe most of you probably know Sergeant White fairly well.
Lieutenant.
I just want to say thank you, Mayor, Washington Commissioners, for this opportunity. I'm very excited for this next step in my career, and a huge thank you to my family and friends. I love you all, and thank you for your support.
Will the clerk please report?
An order promoting Officer Austin Ross to sergeant in the police department effective August 1st, 2025.
May I have a motion?
Make that motion.
Commissioner Downing, second. Ackery. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Chief.
The next promotion will be Detective Austin Ross to the rank of sergeant. Detective Ross joined the police department on November 1st of 2011. He's currently assigned as the Crimes Against Children's Detective in the Criminal Investigations Bureau, as well as the Task Force Officer with the FBI. He has obtained his bachelor's degree in criminal justice from the University of Cincinnati. He's also served as a patrol officer, field training officer, and bike unit officer. He's been a dark detective for us for quite some time. Does one hell of a job. Comes very highly recommended from everybody from Rob Sanders' office to those in the federal agencies that we help with a certain type of child crime investigation. So, Detective Ross.
Thank you. I'll be short. Just thank you, all the people I work with, and the most important person, my wife and my mom. Especially my wife. She keeps it together because I work ridiculous hours, and my kids. And thank you for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Will the clerk please report?
An order promoting Officer Jacob McBee to sergeant in the police department effective August 1st, 2025.
May I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Commissioner Downing,
I'll second.
Vice Mayor Smith, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Chief.
Good evening. Now we have two additional promotions due to retirements that are to be read later on in the consent agenda. The first one's going to be for Officer Jacob McBee, who joined the police department on September 16, 2018, after previously serving for Fort Mitchell PD. He's currently assigned to First Ship Patrol, where he serves as a field training officer and a member of the bike unit. He's obtained his bachelor's degree in criminal justice through Thomas More University, and he's also a member of the SWAT team.
First, I'd like to thank Mayor Washington and the Commission for this opportunity. Next, most importantly, I'd like to thank my wife, Jill, my two sons, and my mom and dad for supporting me over there. And then finally, I'd like to thank my coworkers and supervisors who have been great role models for me that I'd like to continue on at the police department. Thank you.
Congratulations, sir. Will the clerk please report?
In order promoting Officer Stephen Krieger to Sergeant in the Police Department effective August 1st, 2025.
May I have a motion?
Motion.
Commissioner Ackrey,
I'll second.
second. Commissioner Tebby, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And last but not least, one more promotion to the rank of sergeant for Officer Stephen Krieger. He joined the Covington Police Department on March 31st, 2019. He previously served with Louisville Metro Police Department and is currently assigned to second shift, where he serves as a traffic and accident specialist. He's obtained his bachelor's degree in criminal justice from EKU, and he was recently awarded the Governor's DUI Enforcement Award.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Commissioner, for this opportunity. I just want to take this time to thank my wife for all the support she's given me, my mom for worrying about me for the last 13 years every night, and my 4 boys for being there for me and keeping me doing this. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Finished?
That is all I have for
That's
you
all
this
you have.
evening. I think that's plenty, but like I said, big night for both the city and the police department. Thank you very much for your time.
Absolutely. I want to also take this time on behalf of the Board of Commission to thank the family members. As the sergeant referenced, Mama had a lot of sleepless nights, and we know a lot of you have a lot of sleepless nights, and we in Covington are very appreciative of knowing that you'll lay your life down for us if necessary. We will stand in recess so the families can have a photograph if they'd like. Just a reminder from the chair that we ask that you state your name and your address, and you're limited to 3 minutes. So knowing that, usually commissioners and myself will not ask questions of the speaker, but we reserve the right to clarify some things if the speaker says something and we want to clarify it. So knowing that, Mr. Phillips.
Samuel T. Phillips, 2250 Jane Lane, Covington, Kentucky. We, the people of Covington, Cincinnati, gratefully acknowledge the native nations of Turtle Island on whose ancestral homeland we gather, as well as the diverse and vibrant indigenous communities who make their home here today, not limited to the Cherokee, Hopi, Chickasaw, Shawnee, Lenni Lenape, Delaware, Miami Osage, Chippewa, Shoshone, Grass Folks, and Choctaw nations, Anishinaabe peoples, land back. Today I stand because I have lost sight of my country, but not of my village, Covington. This is for Eamon Solomon, a neighbor and community loved one detained by ICE, being held at Butler County Jail.
So I'm a social worker in a hospital. I work in an emergency department. I have a lot of trauma that I have to deal with, and he's always been there, text me if I need anything. He will listen and always give great advice and ways for me to overcome my trauma, and just being someone there to listen. He always texts me every holiday, Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving, no matter what it is, Happy Birthday. And my birthday was July 8th, and I didn't get a happy birthday from him, so I actually messaged him and was then sent this message of him being detained, and which was heartbreaking because he is a true gem of a human who does nothing but care and give, empathize, and he is a heart of not only people who are hard to deal with, because he deals with people in Covington, and we can be relatively difficult, but he is a listening person. He gives guidance to the people he works with at Children's and then people outside. He's always just been that person, and for this to happen to him is savage.
As a first-generation American and child of an immigrant that came to this country and seeks asylum from a tyrannical government that was killing off 2/3 of the population of anyone that opposed the ideals of Pol Pot, I don't see very many differences. Iman also is an educated person. All he wants to do is learn, share, and teach. And it seems, though, that he is being targeted due to the fact that his ideologies are against the current regime.
If it was up to me, I have dozens of these testimonies from our city, our folks who live here who have, this man has left an indelible and beautiful mark on their life and experience. This is our home that is speaking. This is our village speaking, and this is Covington. And however you must do it.
Thank you, Mr. Phillips. That's 3 minutes.
Are you sure? Because that was only 1.5. And anyways, if you can, this is all I'm asking. If you have the connections, reach out to your folks who may be helpful in obtaining this man's safety and justice and asylum again in peace, because this is a dream deferred that is a resident of our Covington, is a villager and a Cincinnati Covington chaplain who's made a great deal of positive changes amongst the people who live here. So it means a lot if you could back him too, our leaders in this room. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, also, I have ways, I have like dozens of ways that you could help, not beyond.
Okay, Commissioner Downing?
Can you name the city resident that you're referring to? I didn't catch it.
This is Eamon Solomon. He was just detained July 7th, I believe. I'm not, but he is in the city all the time, and there is an incredible amount of people who are speaking up not just in Cincinnati, but in just Main Street alone. People are speaking up for him and fighting for his life, because if he gets deported back to Egypt, it is his life. He was running from death, not coming here for a better life, but running to survive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
But these are other options of ways to help him financially, or just by writing him letters.
You could just lay him on the table. Thanks, Mr. Phillips. Next speaker, Mohammed Ahmed.
Muhammad Ahmad, 729 Edgecliff Road, Mayor Washington. I want to dedicate this to your leadership.
They did not elect me to weigh into the Palestinian-Israeli issue.
If you care so much for the health and well-being of the city mayor, why do you take photo ops with Steve Frank and post them to your social media? I wonder if you have any shame taking pictures with somebody who openly supports the rape, murder, and annihilation of Palestinians in Gaza who are being bombed and starved and maimed as we speak.
I apologize for calling me a racist.
You are a racist.
I'm saying that nobody is innocent.
So you dehumanize a group of people in human society, and you prepare them for the kill, for the butchery.
My view is that Hamas first releases the hostages.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is rejecting Hamas's conditions for a hostage deal.
And they didn't pay a price for many babies.
United States officials and the president have not seen pictures or videos of beheaded children or seen reports independently confirming that.
Women raped.
The New York Times now appears to be trying to whitewash its complicity in spreading mass rape propaganda.
And atrocities that started this conflict.
The UN says 2023 saw the highest number of Palestinian children being killed in the occupied West Bank.
If the international media is objective, it serves Hamas.
That brings us to a big question. Why they are not allowing the media to go in? Why they are killing the journalists? Because they are committing a genocide. They don't want anyone to see the facts.
Since the 7th of October, we face extermination, killing.
They killed everybody. They killed everybody.
They killed everybody.
Israel, in many ways, is a reflection of our own heritage and history.
Do we need this connection with Israel? What is it? No one ever explains what it's for. Whatever we're getting isn't worth it. I wouldn't send them a dime. Everybody in Gaza is, at this point, related to somebody who's been killed.
God bless America! God bless Israel! Woo!
Americans have given $305.4 billion in foreign aid to Israel.
If there aren't enough dollars to pay for city services, those services will have to be cut. If it does come to that point, what gets prioritized? Well, always public safety. That's what cities we're here for.
Covington has been named the most robbed city in Kentucky. Covington, a 2-year-old, is dead after a shooting.
My local issue is leadership. Y'all are failures. Cowards. I'm trying to remember what Muhammad's comments were, but I don't think they were related, were they?
Keep up the good work.
That's 3 minutes. So let's clarify some things. Mr. Ahmed was at the last legislative session, and he took exception to myself, Commissioner Smith, taking a photograph with the former vice mayor of our city, Steve Frank. So you check his social media, and you see the photograph that he's referring to is when myself, the vice mayor, and the former vice mayor went to St. Elizabeth Hospital to give the key to the city to Terry Meyer, who died 2 days later. So I'd like to take this time to read about Miss Meyer and a proclamation that was read to her, literally, on her deathbed. Terry Meyer was born and raised in Covington and has lived most of her life here. And Terry is a proud graduate of St. Benedict's School and Holmes High School. And Terry spent a large part of her career serving students through Gateway Community College adult education program. And since then, I noticed you stopped videotaping. Interesting. Since then, she has enjoyed volunteering for those in the underserved community through her role of commissioner on the Covington Human Rights Commission. And Terry's notable accomplishments include the writing of a bill enabling access to service dogs of all kinds, not just seeing eye dogs in businesses throughout Kentucky, which passed into the law in 2002. And Terry also penned, along with former Covington Commissioner Michelle Williams, a local version of the Crown Act, which protects people from employment discriminations based on the texture and style of their hair, making the city of Covington the first Kentucky city to pass such a policy. And Terry later advocated for her similar version of the law at the state level. And Terry drafted and advocated for legislation that mandated the addition of white cane safety into the Kentucky Driver's Manual, which states that drivers must yield the right-of-way to pedestrians using white canes and service animals. That day was declared Terry Meyer Day, and I was glad that she was able to see that day, because a couple days later, she was gone. Up, no more. Let the record so reflect. Next speaker, Commissioner Wells.
Another thing that Terry Meyer did is brought audible crosswalks to the city of Covington. Let the record reflect that.
Absolutely.
My name is Bill Wells. I live at 110 Crystal Lake in South Covington. Good evening, Mayor and Commissioners. Thank you for the opportunity to speak tonight. I'd like to call your attention to item number 3 under new business regarding the proposed $470,000 allocation for the 2025-2026 street resurfacing projects. Upon reviewing the supporting documentation in the AR, I noticed that the list of streets is from 2024 to 2025. A few weeks ago, I was also provided with a proposed capital resurfacing list, again dated 2024-2025. I have yet to see a list for resurfacing for fiscal year 2025-2026. Yet tonight you will be voting on allocating $470,000 towards some list of projects. In the spirit of transparency and accountability, I believe the taxpayers of Covington deserve to see the actual list of streets scheduled for resurfacing for 2025-2026. Accurate and up-to-date information is essential to ensuring public trust and effective planning. As a longtime resident of South Covington, I've been patiently waiting for several streets in our area to be addressed. According to last year's data, some of the roads were already rated as having a -1 of remaining service life, which means they should have been replaced a year ago. While I understand that not all of these can be resurfaced this year, I am concerned that the most recent list I've received, only 2 of the streets have a -1 rating, while the remaining 9 have 6 or more years of life remaining. For your consideration, here is a list of streets in South Covington based on data that have life remaining of -1. Landview Drive, Evergreen Drive, Camilo Drive, Clearbrook Lane, Ridgecrest Lane, Crystal Lake Drive, Waterside Way, Meadow Hill, Rising Sun Circle, Hideaway Drive, Green Hill Drive, Red Cloud Court, Otter Drive, Kamey Court, Pittman Court, Rolling Hills Drive, Lake Park Drive, and Stith Road. That's 18. I respectfully ask for the Commission to review the accuracy of the current resurfacing list and consider prioritizing these long overdue streets. Thank you for your time and your continued service to our city.
Thank you, Commissioner Wells. That concludes our public comments. I don't believe there's any presentations. Mr. City Manager, do you have anything to report?
Thank you, sir. Briefly, I have a couple of items, starting with a couple of accolades. Our city was recently named by Food and Wine magazine in their top 11 for small town dining in the country. Also, as the mayor pointed out this past weekend, Covington was named by HGTV as one of the 40 most charming towns in America. Last, the Economic Development team participated in the Economic and Community Development Institute Small Business Resource Fair today and met with dozens of entrepreneurs and small business owners.
Thank you. Any questions for Mr. Bales? Okay. Seeing none, thank you, Mr. Bales. We'll move on to new business consent agenda. Will the clerk please report?
In order authorizing the mayor to execute a renewal agreement with Global Business Solutions for managed IT services. In order authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with Eaton Asphalt for the fiscal year 2025-2026 capital resurfacing project. In order authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with Rigler Blacktop, Inc. for the fiscal year 2025-2026 CDBG resurfacing project. In order, the Board of Commissioners of the City of Covington, Kentucky, the city, authorizing the execution of a memorandum of agreement between the city and CCRMN Investment Partners, LLC, the company, relating to the acquisition, construction, equipping, and installation of a mixed-use multifamily residential rental and commercial development project in the city, the project, agreeing to undertake the issuance and sales of industrial building revenue bonds at the appropriate time and subject to the conditions precedent set forth in the memorandum of agreement to pay the costs of acquiring, constructing, equipping, and installing said project and facilities and taking other preliminary action. In order authorizing the mayor to execute a second amendment to the disposition and development agreement with CCRMN Investment Partners, LLC. In order authorizing the mayor to execute a professional services agreement with Mary Kay Connolly. In order promoting Alejandro Medina to Senior Inspector in the Code Enforcement Division of the Neighborhood Services Department effective July 16, 2025. In order permitting city staff to conduct the demolition process to raise the structure at 309 Pleasant Street. In order permitting the city staff to conduct the demolition process to raise the structure at 328 Pleasant Street. In order permitting the city staff to conduct the demolition process to raise the structure at 338 Pleasant Street. In order adopting the CDBG Home 5-year consolidated plan for the period July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2030, in the annual action plan for the period July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026. In order approving the annual program guidelines for the program year 2025-2026 Home Buyer Assistance Program. In order approving the annual program guidelines for program year 2025-2026 Homeowner Repair Program. In order accepting the retirement of Sergeant Robert Fain, Police Department, effective August 1st, 2025. In order accepting the retirement of Sergeant Jason Gray, Police Department, effective August 1st, 2025. In order accepting the retirement of Lead Crime Lab Technician Angela Keller, Police Department, effective August 1st, 2025. In order approving the hire of Brianna Stegner as Records Custodian in the Police Department, effective July 20th, 2025. In order approving the hire of Ian Hughes as a Covington police officer effective August 17, 2025. In order approving the medical stop-loss insurance coverage and authorizing the mayor to sign an agreement with Skyward Specialty Insurance. In order approving the transfer of Christina Brown to Administrative Assistant Permits Coordinator in the Neighborhood Services Department effective July 8, 2025. An order appointing Timothy Hanner to the Covington Recreation Committee effective July 16, 2025 and expiring December 31, 2026. An order appointing Violetta Coleman to the Covington Recreation Committee effective July 16, 2025 and expiring December 31, 2026. An order appointing Mike Waugh to the Covington Recreation Committee effective July 16, 2025 and expiring December 31, 2026. An order appointing Ray Murphy to the Covington Recreation Committee effective July 16, 2025 and expiring December 31, 2026. In order appointing Rob Fisher to the Covington Recreation Committee effective July 16, 2025 and expiring December 31, 2026. In order appointing Keith Bales to the Covington Recreation Committee effective July 16, 2025 and expiring December 31, 2026.
I'll entertain a motion to accept the consent agenda.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Commissioner Downing, second.
Second.
By Commissioner Ackrey. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Will the clerk please report?
An ordinance amending the city's 2024-2025 budget, reappropriating and reapportioning the anticipated general fund revenue and the anticipated revenue of all other funds of the city of Covington, Kentucky for the fiscal year beginning on July 1st, 2024 and ending June 30th, 2025 among the various departments and for the general and special purposes as indicated in the recommended all funds operating budget 2024-2025 to meet the expenses of the city of Covington, Kentucky for the said fiscal year.
Director?
Hello. The primary purpose of this amendment is to align our records in preparation for closing out FY25. The key changes include reinstatement of Fund 41 and 18. Fund 41 is the Parking Authority, and Fund 18 is HUD Section 8. They are being added back into the budget. These funds were originally scheduled to be closed out prior to the start of FY25, but due to timing and remaining expenses from prior fiscal years, they now need to be included. Sorry, I have a sinus infection. I apologize for my voice. The next is the realization of the Port Authority grant and the Copic Foundation grant / the Community Paramedic grant. We received both of those grants in FY25, and we want to add them to the revenue and expenses. We're also adding in Fund 13, the National Opioid Fund. We're recognizing the settlement as revenue recognized.
We're also recognizing for FETFAL Fund 24, the transferring of funds into FETFAL to account for the purchase of a used fire truck November of 24 and transferring the funds to repay for the purchase.
Thank you, Brady. We're also adding in transfers to the Medical Self-Insurance Fund and Liability Self-Insurance Fund. We're front-loading those contributions to Fund 39, the Medical Self-Insurance Fund, and Fund 29, the Self-Insurance Liability Fund, to ensure sufficient funding for the new fiscal year. We're also adding in transfers from Fund 42. The remaining balance in Fund 42 Public Works Facility Construction is being transferred to the general fund now that that account is closed out. We also have a reallocation from SERS non-hazardous, removing $6,000 from SERS non-hazardous line to fund HR expenses to close out fiscal year 25. And the last addition is Ordinance Section 6. The FY25 budget included authorization to provide a 3.5% pay increase for part-time park rangers. One employee accidentally did not receive the pay increase, so we're adding this in to provide the back pay.
Any questions? Seeing none, thank you, ma'am. This ordinance is considered to have had its first reading. Will the clerk please report?
An ordinance amending Section 112.05 of the Covington Code of Ordinances to utilize the city's entertainment destination center license to establish the Covington Business District Common Consumption Area.
Mr. Schultz.
Mayor and Commissioners, I'd like to request a proposed floor amendment to this ordinance. The ordinance that was presented originally stated from 5th Street to 9th Street for the DORA. That was supposed to actually state 4th Street, basically the south side of 4th Street, all the way down to 9th Street, intersecting with Madison. So this floor amendment would make that change. There is one additional amendment. The way this CCA and DORA will work is we're going to be utilizing our existing EDC license. But basically we have a standing EDC license and it will allow us to activate this area on a standing basis. Our current EDC license, however, only goes as far south as 8th Street. We need to extend it one street further south to encompass 9th Street, to encompass the planned area that we have for the Covington Business District CCA. So that amendment is also included here. Happy to answer any questions.
Any questions for Mr. Schultz? Seeing none, may I entertain a motion?
I will motion.
Commissioner Ackery, second.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Downing. All in favor to change?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you,
Mayor.
Clerk, please report.
An ordinance renaming Holman Street to Holman Avenue.
This ordinance is considered to have its first reading. If you're concerned about any of these ordinances as you hear us reading them off, they were heard in the caucus, they were explained to us in the caucus, but this still allows you time to reach out to your elected members to discuss with them about the ordinance and the effects that it may have. So I encourage you to do that. Will the clerk report?
An ordinance vacating a portion of Washington Street in the Covington Central Riverfront site.
Any questions? No questions on this. Both of the last two ordinances considered to have their first reading. Thank you.
An ordinance amending sections 35.040 and 35.041 of the Covington Code of Ordinances to update the internal procedures for processing contracts.
We're doing a motion, right, to accept this or not, right? Is that correct? Okay, thank you. May I have a motion to accept this ordinance?
I'll make the motion.
Motion, Commissioner Tebby.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Downing. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Commissioner Heckery?
Aye.
Commissioner Downing?
Aye.
Commissioner Smith?
Aye.
Commissioner Tebby?
Aye.
Mayor Washington?
Aye. This proposed legislation is now law. Thank you very much. Okay, moving right along to commissioners' discussions. Commission wish to discuss anything? Seeing none, no discussion. Commissioner comments? Seeing none, I have no comments. It's been a long meeting. Adjourned. Thank you.
You said it's something last meeting about streets versus animals. I started my mind.